What's up with men? Men don't come up and ask or talk to you anymore.
When you keep saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I can do it. Okay, honey, do it yourself. You don't need a man? Let's see how you do. Holy mother. That's how many messages she got on Hinge. Guys, you can change this. Get off of the dating apps. She's telling you she likes the jewelry so that you can maybe get her a little something. Guys, don't do it. Gold digger.
If you're worried about how much you're spending on a first date, you probably shouldn't be dating at all.
These women are sinking their own ship that you guys now can say, oh, really? Buy your own drink.
You are lonely because you're a loser. Like, it's embarrassing.
Oh, male loser epidemic. Sometimes you save the best for last. Hit it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Jedediah Bila show. I know you're ready. I know you're ready for some feisty today. Oh, and I'm bringing it. Ooh, we have some good stuff. All right, we're going to dig right in today. Do you remember that video that I showed you of the woman who was ready to divorce her husband? She was basically, it was like a 5-minute rant of her complaining publicly, of course, on TikTok about her husband, saying like, oh, he's the best, but he's amazing. But in case you forgot, take a look at this.
Earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am.
Okay, so that's just a little refresher course for those of you who, may have forgotten, or those of you who are new, who are tuning in. So let's just say that this woman has made a follow-up video because she said that some people stitched her. She's talking about me, y'all, because that went viral. That reaction that we did was everywhere. She probably saw it, got a little twisted. So let's pull up that TikTok and take a look, shall we?
This is also such a funny double standard to me on the internet space, is that the reason why people are mad, like, about my video is, well, there's a lot of reasons, but one is that, like, I shouldn't be talking about it on the internet because it's hurting my husband, right? Like, this moral code of, like, I shouldn't talk about things that are hard for me because it's, like, gonna hurt somebody else. And I get that. But then they get on and stitch my video and say horrible, rude things about me. So I'm like, if your moral code is that I shouldn't be talking about my relationship online because I could hurt my husband or hurt my kids or hurt people, but it's okay for you to get on and stitch my video and say mean and hurtful things, it just doesn't, like, make sense in my brain. That weird double standard. Also, I don't watch any of the videos that stitch me unless they're from people that I know or like a therapist or a counselor that actually knows what they're talking about. Then I'll watch them. But all the mean videos out there, I don't watch them. So if you want to make one, go ahead, but I will not see it.
Okay, honey. You saw the video, honey. We all know you saw the video. Now, the text on there that you may not have seen, the little white box, said, this is a person who wrote her and said, I'm here because a woman stitched your video. Hello, everyone. That would be me. Stitched your video and destroyed you. What did you expect? You said he's everything you want, but it's not enough for you. And you yourself had no idea what's missing. Get over, and probably was like, get over yourself, honey, right? Okay, so let's break this down. First of all, the reason people were upset, love, muffin, sugar pie, is because you disrespected your husband publicly, right? So they're looking at this and people feel sorry for that guy, that poor guy. I'm not going to call him an idiot because, he probably didn't know what he was getting into when he got involved with you. He does now. But people feel sorry for him. Like, here you are publicly just destroying this guy for no good reason, too. The guy did nothing wrong. You say it yourself. He didn't really, oh, he's such a good dad. He's such a good father. He's such a good husband. Maybe it's me. You basically had a mental breakdown on the internet and just dragged him through the mud in the process. So that's why people wrote, because they were like, this poor guy, what is the matter with you, woman, honey? Really? Also, no one said you can't talk about it. But why do you have to talk about it publicly? We were saying, why are you bashing what you yourself acknowledge as a perfectly good man publicly? So it's not like you called your friend. You're like, oh, and would said whatever you had to say, fine. No one's saying you can't express yourself. They were accurately saying, why did you do this to your husband? You have no respect, really, for the sanctity of your marriage and the privacy of what's going on here at all? Ooh, is what they said, right? And that's what I said as well. Here, honey, this is another note here. She's saying, well, everyone here, they're mad at me because I dragged my husband through the mud publicly. But then in the same breath, they're dragging me. There's a little bit of a difference here, love. Your husband didn't ask to be front and center in this. You dragged him into that. Here, you made the video. People responded to your video. You put yourself out there. If you put yourself out there like this, people are going to have something to say about it. That's what it means, right? We do this show here. I do these videos and I get tons of people. Some people love what I say. Some people hate what I say. That's how it works, right? So you put this out there, you dished it out, but you couldn't take it, right? That's what happened here. That is not the same as your husband, who's an innocent, completely innocent bystander in everything, hasn't said a peep publicly, and you decided to expose your whole marriage and expose this whole situation to an entire public, right? And by the way, ask random strangers for advice about your marriage. He's probably sitting there saying, who did I marry? Ooh, what did I get into with this maniac? I mean, you're clearly off the wall. Thirdly, love. I love this word. It's mean. It's mean for the people in the comments to say, honey, you disrespected him. What is wrong? What kind of wife are you that you're doing this to your husband? That's mean. But it wasn't mean that you went on and started talking about how he's less than and how you can't figure out how to write your vows, even though you're going to Mexico on your, this big trip because, you kind of just never felt fully happy with him. That's not mean. Self-reflect, honey, get a mirror. I'm not talking about your physical looks. I'm talking about what's going on the inside. Take a minute. Really. Let's just say also, audience, she watched our video and she watches all the videos that stitch her. You wouldn't be making a response video, honey, if you didn't see the video that somebody said about you, right? So she's like, don't respond because I'm not going to see it. If you made a TikTok asking people for advice, you're watching what they're saying. You're not just reading you were looking for attention in this moment. You wanted everybody to be like, you're right. Oh my God, you're so amazing. You're really standing up for what you want and what you believe. And people didn't feel that way about it. They were like, ooh, selfish, weird, lost, little deranged, dragging her husband through the mud, not cute. Right. And so you go, ooh, whoa, maybe it's me. Maybe it is you, honey, is all I'm going to say. So I love this because this is your no accountability woman, front and center. This is your no accountability woman. Let me make a big mess. Let me cause a ruckus, and then I take no responsibility. Oh, you guys are just mean to me. I take no responsibility for what I said. Sorry, but on this show, we hold you accountable, honey. All right. Let's hit number 2. Oh, okay. So we have an epidemic going on in the country right now of men not approaching women. It's actually driving them completely insane. And by the way, let me just take a moment, guys. You hear that clap? Nice and loud. It's about time. That's right. You got what you're doing right now of just saying, I've had enough. Not going up to you in the bar so you can laugh all the way home. Not buying you the drinks so then you can make a TikTok video saying, oh, I got drinks out of him and then I went to the after party with this other guy, right? You've had enough of being treated like crap, right? Now you're like, I'm not going up to you. What do I get out of it, right? Guys are at a point right now where they are saying, what's in it for me at the end of the day? I lose money. I lose time. You're making a mockery out of me all over the internet. If I slide into your DMs on Hinge, you're like, ha, ha, ha. And we'll see some of those videos. So they stop going up to girls. Girls are going nuts trying to figure this out too. It's hilarious. Number 2, let's play it.
What's up with men? I don't know. I wanted to ask you, men don't come up and ask or talk to you anymore. There was this cute guy. He went to the bar at one point. So I was like, oh, let me go to the bar too. So I saddled up next to him at the bar and kind of gave a look. And he looked right at me and then like looked away. I was like, okay, well, never mind. Like I was seeing something that apparently wasn't actually happening. And as we left, one of the other bachelorettes on this trip was like, oh my gosh, that guy kept looking at you. Did you guys talk? I was like, wait, what? You saw it too? I guess I could have said, hi, how are you? I don't know why I didn't. I guess I was like, I made that move. Meet me the other 75% of the way or whatever it is.
It is becoming like that. Like, I think that there's a shift in it. And honestly, women have to take more of the reins in a way. Maybe we should have a man on and ask him what that's like. Why don't they do that?
A dating expert.
Is there a dating expert man that would like to come on this podcast?
I can't remember many times of like I've been approached. And that has been like hard on my self-confidence because I've seen it happen to my friends. Specifically like these two friends that are like drop dead gorgeous, like fit all the beauty standards, like petite. Obviously I'm not like harping on them, but I'm always just like, why doesn't that happen to me? Am I like intimidating somehow? Am I putting off like a certain vibe? I like to be like, it's just my height, I guess. And I'm just too broad of shoulders for someone to approach me. But like, I've been approached by women. And so I wonder if it really is, it's almost switching these days. Of like, people are just changing.
I love it. Okay, so you don't need a male dating expert on your show, honey. You should just call me. I'll mosey on down and tell you what's going on. Okay, so here's what's happening. Guys, you tell me if I'm right. In the chat, go ahead. I want you to just tell me, by the way, give me your opinion. Why are you guys not approaching women? Let's hear. I want to see in the comments. I want to see in the chat. I'm going to tell you why I think you're not approaching women. First of all, you've had enough. You're tired of getting used and abused, right? So typically you used to approach women, get laughed at. Oh, women are wanting you to approach just so that they can get attention and validation about how good they look that night, get their free drink, and then they drop you like a hot potato, right? You get ghosted. Oh, can I have your number? Sure. Get your 2 free drinks, the girl, and then she's like, bye. And then you go to text her, either ghosted or you find out she gave you the wrong number. Don't you love that when that happens, when they give you the wrong number? And then you're writing something rando and they're like, oh, I'm not Amy. And you're like, wow, I just spent, all that money, spent 2 hours with this girl, and now she's at the after party with somebody else and gave me a fake number. Girls, you do it. You know it. They're tired of that. They're tired of now, especially with social media. It's blown up the whole game because you can see the girls laughing at you, making videos, gold diggers everywhere, talking about how, oh, you're so ugly. Oh, you don't have all these oh, I went out with him, but he's only 5'8", so I didn't take him seriously. But I drank all his drinks and all his bottle service. Ha, ha, ha. Right? They see it. So here's the thing, ladies. Here's what I would tell you to do. First of all, you are going to need to take the lead a little bit because guys now are saying to themselves, I only want to spend my time and my money on women who are actually interested in me. They really are interested. So you got to show interest now. It's not enough to just stand there and look cute. You have to actually show interest. Decide what that means for you. Also, ladies, you have gotten increasingly promiscuous. You've gotten increasingly boss babish, right? You're prioritizing things guys don't care about. You're like, oh, I don't need a man all day long. What do you think guys are going to do eventually when you keep saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I can do it. Okay, honey, do it yourself and I'll be over here just chilling. You don't need a man? Let's see how you do, right? That's where it's at right now. So when you keep telling guys you're useless, I don't appreciate you, you're not good enough, I don't need a man, eventually they say, you know what, screw you. Screw you. And that's what's going on now. And if you're a really, high quality woman and you bring to the table the things that guys actually care about, you're feminine, you're not like, you don't hear the word submissive and go into distress. You are polite, you are kind, you don't add stress to their life, you want to be a mom, you want to have a beautiful family, you are a woman of virtue, meaning you're not sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, right, that week, and then saying, oh yeah, I'm a good girl because, it's Tuesday. If you're doing all that stuff, guys will notice you, and then you make a little effort, and they want to know you're there for the right reasons. And they know that you're getting all this attention online now. Oh, everybody's sliding into your DMs. So you feel like you're a 10 all the time and you don't need to be respectful. This is their way of saying, oh, honey, yes, you do. Yes, you do. They're checking you, all of you. So ladies, instead of saying, I am the table, why don't you figure out what you actually bring to the table that guys appreciate and want and do those things? Yeah, this is going to take a little reworking, little rewiring of your brain and a little reworking of how you live your life. And a little maybe even tossing out the brainwashing you've been fed. You're going to have to put in a little work now. The guys have decided you're going to have to put in a little work. They're sitting back and they're waiting. Guys, well done. Well done. And I'm not saying, listen, I know you guys really, you do want, you want to be, a lot of you want to get married. You want a good girl. You want a relationship. I know a lot of you feel that way. Maybe some don't because you're so disgusted right now. And that's fine. You can have your moment right now. But ultimately, you may want you want to have kids, all of that. But I also know that the number of quality women out there that you're seeing is getting less and less. So if you're sitting there saying, what am I getting out of this? I get it. I get it. So having women have to prove themselves a little bit, fine. We ask guys to prove themselves all the time. All the time. And that's totally fine. Ask women that they need to prove themselves too. Okay. I love too that she brings in the hot girls. It's happening to the hot girls too. Hot girls are going nuts too, getting all dressed up, boobies out and everything, getting no attention. Ooh, fired up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We are growing, y'all. We're doing great. All thanks to you. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment and get feisty in the chat. All the comments that you leave, everything helps us with the algorithm, helps us to grow, helps us to book amazing guests. Everyone I reached out to right now, we're reaching some high caliber guests right now, and they want to come in person. Driving me nuts. No, Jed, I want to come in person. I want to hang with you. I want to do this in the studio. So I'm going to have to block out a studio and just put them all back to back or something. But they're coming. It's madness going on. Okay. Number 3. Okay. This is guys, you on the dating apps? Are you on the dating apps? Get off the dating apps. Okay. Get off. Go check out our friend Mike Sartain. Maybe I'll have him come back on and talk about dating apps. He routinely tells guys, get off the dating apps. Here's why. Let's look at number 3.
No roster, but there is a line. Just joined Hinge.
Holy mother. Okay, we get the picture. We get the picture on this one. And it's still going, y'all. It's still going. It's rolling. It's like Santa Scroll. You know, Santa Scroll just unravels and just rolls down the street. That's how many messages she got on Hinge. So, guys, what is the cost benefit analysis of you being on a dating app? Girls go on you go on the dating app and what do you get? Like a message here, a message there. You're feeling good about yourself. You got 5 that day or something. Look at what's going on with these women, right? Guys are flooding them left. And this is not the only video like this. You can look up, and I saw like multiple, and they post it, right? Because they're cocky. They're like, oh, look at me. Look at my Saturday night. I feel so confident and sexy. So much so that I can go to the bar and treat the guy who actually approaches me like shit. That's what's happening. This is the reality. So 2 things, guys. Number 1, know who you're dealing with. Because when you're dealing with a woman who has had her ego propped up to such an extent like that, she's so overconfident to the point where she's been getting so much attention online. How's that girl going to act at the bar, right? And you know this because this is why you stop going up to them, right? So know who you're dealing with. This is the reality. You're going to need to pay those girls in person a little bit less attention and wait and make them realize that what's happening online is not reality. It's not reality. It just isn't. Right? Because a lot of those guys, they're not interested in any way. And a lot of it is nonsense. And then you meet those people and it doesn't translate into anything. Online dating is mostly garbage, right? Especially in this day and age. So you need to know who you're dealing with. You need to know what's happening to the minds of women. You need to understand all this, which I think you do. I think guys are really getting it, which is why you're just stop going up to women now. They're losing their minds, as we talked about before. But also know that this dating app stuff, it's not, there's nothing for you in it. This is not how you're going to meet a girl. Okay. So this is what I would tell you. Get off of it. It's a waste of your time and energy. Get off of it completely. Instead, number 1, you need to focus on you, right? You need to focus on getting your finances in order. You need to focus on getting in shape. You need to get your head in order, right? Don't let this stuff bother you where if these women don't pay you attention, who cares really, right? You're a young guy. Just forget about it. Get your life in order. If your life's not in order, your relationship's not going to be in order, right? You're not going to be able to put your best foot forward if you're not feeling like you've got a best foot to put forward, right? Get your life in order. Get your money in order, feel good about yourself. So that means, getting fit, doing whatever you got to do to feel good about yourself, get healthy, eat quality food, all that stuff, right? Get really good guy friends you can talk to, you can confide in, you can bounce stuff off of them, all of that. Get your family in order. You know how sometimes the parents can drive you nuts. It's just is, right? At any age. Get that stuff in order. I'm not saying don't go out, don't meet people, but really open yourself up to all of that when you feel confident, right? Because what's going to happen when you feel confident is you're not going to give this nonsense time. You're not going to be giving time to the girl who's just there for attention. You're not going to be buying drinks for somebody just because, just even if they're, treat you like garbage. You're going to know your value. So you're going to bring that to the table. You're not going to be taking any of this nonsense from these women. A. B, you're going to, when you know you have value, you're going to be willing to not go up to them. You're going to be willing to do all those things and just say, sorry, honey, what do you bring to the table again? Just wondering. This is what I bring to the table. What do you bring to the table? Oh, I'm a boss babe. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, I make a ton of money. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that either. Oh, well, I have an incredible degree. Yeah, I don't care about that. What do you bring to the table that I want? Be in a position of power, right? When you feel good about yourself, you're earning good money, all that. It puts you in a position of leverage in that relationship, which is what you want. Because women have a ton of leverage right now. They have a ton of leverage because they get a ton of attention, right? A ton of it. Beyond. Get off the dating apps. Get off, work on yourself. And if you want to ultimately meet someone, the way that you're going to meet someone successfully is through people you know. Is yes, going in person to the local, whatever it is in your town, in your community, in person, face to face, where you can size that woman up in 2 minutes and learn how to size somebody up, right? And learn how to, if somebody's in person, you can tell a lot more about them than if you're online and it's all just, you don't even know, right? Get off of the dating apps. Get off of them, guys. It's not helping you. And ultimately, if you get off the dating apps, what happens to the girls? What happens in this? Let's call it like, this is my trickle down economics, right? My version. You get off the dating apps, and what happens? Girls get less attention on the dating apps. Girls don't get an inflated ego on the dating apps. Girls' inflated ego on the dating apps doesn't exist, so they go to the bar actually looking to meet guys and not thinking they're better than every guy that they encounter because they got so much attention on the dating apps. So where does the power rest ultimately? With men. Guys, you can change this. This dynamic you can't stand about women, you have the power to change it. So do it. But it's going to take some willpower. It's going to take willpower to not go up to girls who don't deserve it. It's going to take willpower to say, well, I'm not spending the night with some, 304 because it's not worth it to me and it gives her the wrong message of empowerment. And it's no, thanks. And get off the dating apps and work on yourself. It's going to take effort, but you have the power to control this whole situation. Did you know that? In the chat, did you know that? It's all in your hands. Mm-hmm. I have to share this with you. New flavor from Lineage. Okay, so y'all know that I'm powered by this. My favorite snack in the world. This is Lineage meat sticks. They just came up with garlic and onion flavor, and they also have a spicy flavor I haven't tried yet. Let me just tell you, I thought that the main ones that were unflavored were delicious. This takes it beyond. This is so unbelievably good. Remember, if you are a gym guy, gym girl, don't have time to cook, you come home, you need a snack, this is your snack. This is 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Heart and liver are thrown in here for added nutrients. You don't taste them. It's amazing. There are no curing agents. This is all regenerative farming. There's no toxins. They weed out all of that stuff. No pesticides, no hormones, no GMOs, none of that stuff, essentially. This is regenerative beef. Okay, so I want you to go to, you have a code for 10% off, and you should try them. It's amazing. Jedediah 10 for 10% off site-wide. Lineageprovisions.com. We're going to put it down here in the bar and also in the description. You can get site-wide 10% on anything. I would strongly encourage you to start with the meat stick. This flavor, garlic and onion, has taken it over the top for me, man. I thought I was in some sort of bliss before. This is Paul Saladino's company, by the way, so you're getting good stuff. It's amazing. And they're air-dried, by the way. They're not cured. So it's basically like a little mini steak in a bag. It's divine. Honestly, my favorite snack on earth. 64 plus grams of protein, by the way, for those protein lovers out there. Got my bag ready for after the show. Just saying. Okay. Number 4, this woman has a secret message. Guys, can you decipher what it is? Let's play it. Okay, so she's saying in the little white text, she wants to see if guys get the hint. Let's see if guys get the hint. When you look on the video, it's like every comment is like, what is it, honey? I don't get it. What is the hint? No one got it, right? No one got it. Well, I got it. Gold digger, right? She's pointing out all her jewelry. Do you see that I like gold? Look, my necklace, my earrings, my rings. And they're expensive rings, by the way, if you know jewelry, which I do. I don't like jewelry. As you can tell, I have my engagement ring, my wedding band, and I'm not a jewelry girl. Never was. Not into it. I'd rather get me some grass-fed beef in my freezer and I'm happy. That's honest to God. That's who I am. She likes jewelry. She's telling you she likes the jewelry so that you could maybe get her a little something. Don't do it. Guys, don't do it. Don't fall for it. And by the way, just so you know, when you start with gifts, say you're like, you know what, I'm just going to go in on one. Oh, yeah, then the expectation is set high. That prima donna is going to be wanting more and more and more. And then the next gift's got to be bigger. And the next one's got to, and then, the anniversary's gifts. Just don't listen. I'm not saying don't ever buy your girlfriend something nice. I'm not saying her birthday doesn't come. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about girls you just meet. Imagine the audacity of this woman talking about going on a date with some guy she barely knows, looking for her to buy her some gold jewelry. Gold digger. I didn't see a follow-up from her. on that. I'd be curious if she explained the whole thing because everyone in the comments was lost. You really got to be plugged into these women to get what they're doing. And imagine, by the way, that you're a guy that goes on a date with that girl and then sees that video. Can you imagine thinking, what are you going to think? Wasted your time, wasted your energy, probably wasted your money. And you're like, next, right? You're like, oh, great. Wasted my Friday night on this. You know it. Okay. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. You know you want to. You know you have to. Okay. Number 5, first date spending. Let's talk about it. Let's see.
Recently, I saw this guy talking about how he was concerned about how much he was going to spend on a first date because he didn't want to overspend on somebody he doesn't know. In my opinion, if you're worried about how much you're spending on a first date, you probably shouldn't be dating at all.
I'm so cute. I look like a little doll, and I'm just going to play that card. It's going to get old, honey. The little doll card gets old after like date 1. I love, you know what I love? Guys are getting it. Guys, you're getting it. You are now getting it. You're like, I'm not spending this kind of cash on this. But no, I'm not doing it. Even if you have the money, what I love is even guys who have the money now are like, no, I'm not doing it. You know why? Because of people like me and a lot of folks out there saying to you, hey, look what they're saying, right? And now you got your own 2 eyes too. You got your social media. These women are sinking their own ship on TikTok. They are putting out front and center how money hungry they are, how they want to bring nothing to the table, how they have, all of these expectations of you guys, but they don't want to have to offer anything. They're man-hating, misandry, all of their stuff. They're putting it front and center on TikTok so that you guys now can say, oh, really? Okay. Open your own door, honey. Buy your own drink. Pay your own bill, right? And now they're like, oh, it's glorious. It's glorious. Guys are getting it. And guess what, honey? It's going to get to a point where that first date, it's going to be all walks. Walks. If you want a little ice cream cone, maybe you get a small. Just saying. All right. Number 6 is our final clip of the day. This one. Sometimes you save the best for last. Male loser epidemic. Hit it.
The male loser epidemic has gotten so bad that it's honestly so pathetic at this point. Like, why do you think you're lonely? You're lonely because we don't want to be with you. Because look at how pathetic you are. I posted a video talking about my standards and what I expect of men, which is basically just basic decency. You got to be consistent. You got to communicate. You got to make straight up plans. I'm not just hanging out with you. It's got to be at a nice restaurant, and on the second day I will ask you for a gift, and I'm not telling you what to buy me, but I want to see your creativity. I want to see how you court me. I have standards. I also date high net worth individuals because that's my circle. That's who I hang out with. That's who I am. I make a lot of money, so I'm going to hang out with people who also make a lot of money because it's about the mindset, because we're always trying to work on each other. And these men went crazy in the comments. It's like, oh, like you're 6 at best. Like, I don't care what you think of me, because the men in my life, the men that I date, the men that I hang out with, actually think that it's wonderful that I am achieving so much in my life. They think it's wonderful, and actually help me set higher standards for the men in my life that are walking into my life. They teach me how to think. They teach me how to carry myself in the world. They teach me about men like you and how to stay away from them. So I think it's just ridiculous that these losers are sitting there. No high worth individual and no respectable man is going to sit on the internet and curse out a random person, period. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'll troll you if you're coming at me. I'll troll you, but otherwise I wouldn't do it. No one who's respectable and has time and has things going for them is going to sit there and bully somebody. And like, no one who actually knows their value is going to sit in a relationship and bully them and tell them you can't get anything better than what I can offer you. You don't have anything to offer. You are what we're all running away from. You are lonely because you're a loser. Like, it's embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed for you. And it's like most men too. Like, it's literally most men. Most men are losers and they know it, and then they're like, oh, well, we're just gonna like bully you into being with us again because we're losing control. Off.
Okay, stop. What's next, honey? What's next? You're gonna take off all your clothes and lotion your whole body? What the hell's going on? Right, I gotta watch a lotion, a whole body lotion. What the F? All right. So this is our no self-awareness woman. By the way, you remember her from an old video? She was talking about, this is a long time. She was talking about how she only dated like millionaires and they had to be like $100 million or something. Like unbelievable crap, right? Yeah, sure. So again, no self-awareness, right? She will sit and say, no respectable man would get on the internet and curse out a woman, but you're an effing loser, you little piece of, you know what? Like, so honey, would no respectable woman do this? What are you saying about yourself? It's amazing because they have one set of rules and standards for guys, right? No respectable guy would come troll me after I called them a piece of crap and basically said you're a loser and everything else. Really? They're just defending themselves. The average guy maybe is tired of getting picked on and treated like crap by people like you, right? So maybe they came into your comments and said, honey, you look pretty average to me. And you couldn't take it because you can dish it out, but you can't take it, right? No self-awareness. Right? So if you're saying a guy is, he's just, he's not high value if he's coming in and he's trolling me. You've been trolling these guys 2 videos deep now and probably more that I haven't seen. So what does that say about you? Low value woman. Sorry to say it. It just is. This is not a woman. Do you hear the lyrics to Isn't She Lovely? When this woman, she's horrible. She's a total nightmare. Rancid on the inside. You can see it coming from the inside out. Angry, festering, mad. She does say something interesting in there when she talks about how the guys that she likes, that she, respects, making $1 zillion, they teach her how to behave. Maybe they teach her how to do this. Maybe you got an inner submissive in you after all. Honey, love muffin. Woo. Listen, guys, here's what I would tell you. These women will troll you all over TikTok. You know what? I understand your instinct. I get why you want to defend yourself in those spaces. I do. I get why you want to say, hey, yo, I'm an average guy. What, you got some nerve talking about me. I get it. You know what? I would spend my time just ignoring them. Do you know what gets under these women's skin more than your comment defending yourself? No comment at all. You're too busy. You're too busy making money and not going up to them at the bar to be bothered doing this, right? So I'm just going to tell you that even responding gives them attention because now you care enough to respond. Now they're going to make another video about that, right? And get all the girl power girls in their corner, right? With their nasty attitude and their little, let me apply a whole bottle of lotion while I do this because I don't know, some dumb TikTok trend, right? So the best thing that you can do as a man to leverage power is to ignore. Oh, you made a video about me? Oh, who cares? Honey, I got more important things to do than looking at your video. That is the best. Same thing at the bar. Honey, I have more important things than to come up to you and pay you attention because I know you're just using me for the drinks. It's written all over your face. Have a nice night. Ooh, the blood boils. Nothing boils attention-seeking, dark women's blood than not getting attention. Just saying. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Show some love. I love y'all. I thank you all for making this channel as successful as it is. Let's take it to the top, shall we? Hit that subscribe, hit that like, pass it along to someone you know who needs to hear what I'm saying on this channel, and comment. Let's take it straight to the top and show them who's boss. I'm ready. Are you? See you soon.